I just don't know how I feel about a grown man writing about a teenage girl. What does he really know? Hello besties, and it's Kara. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video we're going to be doing just a good old like little store shopping video. I just thought it'd be fun because I feel like I haven't done at least like this specific one I think since like my birthday book shopping. I just do a little bit of a spring cleaning and a spring shopping day. So I'm actually filming this the day before because I'm just going to do a little bit of like a book unhaul like one more time. So you're actually sitting on a huge gigantic stack of books that I have like put aside to unhaul. But I'm going to go through my shelves just like one more time before I go over there because they're definitely just books that have been sitting here for a while that I just don't think I'm gonna get to anytime soon, or I just don't think I'm gonna really want to read them anymore. I am gonna be doing like an overall huge collective book haul next month because March and like April are just like really big book release months. Just so many good books have come out so far this year. I feel definitely stay tuned for that video. I'm gonna take them to the used bookstore that I love to go to. I just get good store credit, so I'm probably gonna do some shopping there. And I have a Barnes & Noble gift card actually from Christmas that I have not used yet. And there's no like specific books that I'm like looking for, so I'm kind of just gonna browse around, see if there's anything I'm kind of interested in. I might not buy things, I might buy things. I don't know if I'll bring all the books that I have in this gigantic stack. Like there's so many, and I'm sure gonna pull out more. I just hope you guys enjoy this little cozy spring bookstore video. Yeah, let's just get right into the book unhaul. Alright, like I said, I have a gigantic stack of books right here. I feel like I showed a lot of them in like my doing bookish things. I did a little bit of book unhaul in that video, so I think a lot of these, I'm not going to go in depth every single book. And you guys can see the titles. Sorry the dog is barking a lot, but here is the stack. Guys, like she goes up to almost my third shelf. She's like halfway through my second. Alright, so now we have my beautiful bookshelves, and I feel like I need to just do an unhaul, like a spring cleaning situation, because I feel like there's definitely books I think on my fantasy shelf that have just been sitting for a while. Obviously there's so many fantasy books that I want to read, and I think ones that I'm just more interested in to this date. I don't know if I'll get rid of any romance books. I'm not sure yet. I'll show you guys what books I am thinking about getting rid of. I'll be back. Okay, so we're back, and I did not tell you guys, but I was being very cutthroat. I actually pulled out a lot more than I thought I would, and I don't know if I'll change my mind tomorrow or what. This is how many books I came out with. Just going to quickly just go through them. First one, Filthy Rich Vampire. I love a vampire romance, I will say, and I think this one is like a marriage of convenience. It just like isn't piquing my interest. I mean, it is. Like reading the back, like it doesn't make me want to pick it up like ASAP. Next up, I have Twin Crowns, and I don't know, just like this concept is like interesting, but again, it's one of those books that like my eyes just like flies past and I never think about picking it up. Hi bestie, sorry, I am back. The dog upstairs will not stop barking. Yeah, I don't know where the sun went. Hopefully it will come back. Is Fear the Flames by Olivia Rose Darling. This is the indie published version. Recently read this, I think last month, and it was just nothing special. I gave it 3 stars. Next up we have the second book in the series. So the first one is Trial of the Sun Queen. I don't know if I'll unhaul this one as well. And then this is the last fantasy one. The rest of them are romance. You guys are probably like, oh my god, Kira, what are you doing? This is just the paperback version of Powerless. I have the rest of the series in hardcover. Even though she's cute and it's like cool to have like the original paperback version, it's taken up space. The last 5 are romance books. First up, we have The Christmas Fix by Lucy Score. So this is actually part of like a duology series. This is the second one. The first one is the one I haven't read yet. I didn't love it. I'd probably give it like 3 stars. Then next up, might be surprising, it might not be, but I have Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. This is like her YA romance that she has come out with, and I just have heard that this is very chest heavy and not so much romance heavy. That's just not my vibe. Alright, and the last 3, I feel like I've talked about so many times, but I have not even thought about them. Every time I say it, I'm like, if I don't read this or read one of them, I'm gonna get rid of them. It's time. And it's my Ella Mays books. I've read Marriage for One, and I love that book. I really enjoyed it. The only reason I bought all of her books, is because Book Depository was closing, and I swear it closed in like 2022. Like, girl, it's been so many years, and these have not been read. They've not been thought about, so time to go. I have 26 books here. Yeah, that is all for me from today. We'll definitely talk to you guys probably tomorrow. We'll get on with the bookstore part of this video, which I'm sure you all have been waiting for. So hello besties. It is in fact the next morning. I am about ready to head off to Barnes & Noble. I think it opens at 9 and it is 8:50. I'm gonna go to Barnes first and then do my trip and then head over to the used bookstore. I don't think it opens till 10, so I did in fact add a little bit more books to my unhaul pile. I think I'm just gonna bring them all to the used bookstore. All right, so I think I added Powerful, and then I go back and forth with this book. I don't know. I think Sarah Caroli read it and she didn't really love it. I just read The Traitor Queen, but I didn't love it, and I honestly think I'm not gonna continue with this series or universe. And then this one, she did in fact make it to the pile. So that is all from me. I am so excited. I'm just really in the mood to just walk around a bookstore. I don't know if I'll film on my camera or my phone, and I honestly don't want to get yelled at. I'm gonna stop yapping because I actually need to go, and let's just go to the bookstore. I'm so excited. Hey besties, sorry the lighting is not great. I didn't film a lot in there, but I feel like they were following me. It's so weird. They're probably just doing their job and they're just putting books out, but I felt like they were actually following me around because like every time I went to whip out my camera, one of the two people that were around me a lot came out of nowhere. So I got really scared, and I don't know, none of them like yelled at me for filming, but I didn't film too much in there. I did pretty much all on my phone. I did get one book. You guys probably already saw, but I will do a haul a little bit later, and I'm gonna run to the used bookstore. Pray to God that my bag does not rip because that bag is full. She is full to the brim. I don't know if I'll buy anything in there. I really like their fantasy section in that used bookstore. They have like a big selection of fantasy, and this Barnes & Noble that I went to is not my favorite. Definitely stay tuned for the haul portion. It will be coming a little bit later. Let's just keep getting on with the day. That was very therapeutic. Besties, I'm back with not great lighting. Yes, just made it out of there. I hope I got some footage. Again, there was just a lot of freaking people in there. So all the books that I brought to the store, they gave me $60 or 60 something dollars in store credit, which actually, like, it doesn't seem like a lot for the amount of books that I brought in, but I am totally okay with that. So I bought 3 books and I just used my credit. So all the books that I bought in this video were technically free. That is pretty awesome. Once I get home, I will show you guys a haul of everything. I love book shopping. I love it so much. So, alright besties, we are back. I'm back home and I'm just gonna give you guys a quick little haul of the 4 books that I got. Pretty successful trip. Alright, so first book I got was from Barnes & Noble and I used a gift card that I got for Christmas. I was walking around, there wasn't like anything I was particularly looking for today. I forgot to mention it. The book that I got from Barnes was Unloved by Peyton Corney. She's the author of Unsteady and I really enjoyed this book. I read it in the summer of last year. The second one in the series, but I can't remember if these 2 characters show up in that book, but it seems like there is like this hockey player and he's not doing so well in class. Grades are not very good. He's just got some learning disabilities, I guess, that are like factoring into all that. And that's where the female main character, Ro, comes in. She's gonna be his tutor. I love any kind of like athlete tutor romance. They just hit every time. They're fun and they're not really that serious. So I love this cover. These covers are like so cute. Very excited for this one and it was free. And then the 3 books that I got from the used bookstore, like I said, I got about, I think, $60 or so for all the books that I did bring in. So these books were also free. I'll start with the order that I found them in. So first book is, I want to say it is like out of my comfort zone, but it is technically on my 25 books for 2025. At least like the first one is. You guys will get it when you see it. But I'm always just like, the paperback is so expensive, but it makes sense because it's like 5 books in one. I just decided like, I'm gonna pick it up because if I have store credit, then it's free. I don't have to pay for $30 for the book. So got the Mindfuck series by S.D. Abbey. So this is books 1 through 5 and apparently they're all about like 100 pages long, and all I know about it is that it's about a serial killer and like an FBI agent or something like that who's tracking her and trying to figure out who's killing all these people. It's more of like a darker romance for me. So I don't know, I hope it doesn't get too graphic. We will see. I am very intrigued about this whole concept. I think this is like the old cover because the other cover has just the apple on it. They had a ton of copies. I've never seen this there before. And then the second one has been on my radar for a very long time actually. Every time I go there, I try to find this book and another book, and I'm so happy that they had a ton of copies just sitting there waiting for me to buy. So it's Blood and Steel by Helen. I'm not even gonna attempt to try to pronounce that. It's the first in the Legends of Besmar series. All I know is that it's a romantasy and I'm very excited about it. This is the one where women are like not allowed to like fight and like use swords and blades and all that stuff, but this woman has been like training on the DL without nobody knowing for a very long time, and then I think she gets like caught. Now she's like in this school of some kind for this kind of like battle, and I think it's like a trainee romance. I'm so excited. This is going to eat. Last but not least is a book that again is a little bit out of my comfort zone. I don't know what it was today of me trying to get books that are a little bit out of my comfort zone. If you're like a fantasy reader, you have to give this author a try, and I feel like this is where people said is a good place to start. I got Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. So Brandon Sanderson is, I think he's more like a high fantasy author. I don't know if he writes like any romance. I'm gonna assume no. I think this is YA. I don't know too much about it other than it's about like a teenage girl. Yeah, let me know if anybody's read this or knows anything about Brandon Sanderson. I feel like he's a well-beloved author in the fantasy genre. I just don't know how I feel about a grown man writing about a teenage girl. What does he really know? Alrighty guys, so that is my little bookstore, book shopping, book haul segment. I will be doing like a huge collective book haul next month, so definitely stay tuned for that. Some out of my comfort zone, some in my comfort zone. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I love a bookstore vlog. I just don't do them enough, but I don't go book shopping very often. I do everything mostly online. Even if you don't buy anything, just browsing, seeing what's new. That is it for this video. Make sure to follow all my socials down below, along my Goodreads, my Amazon wishlist, stuff like that is linked down there if you want to check it out. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos by me. And I will see you guys next week for another video. Bye!